Let's talk about how to create characters, how to invent and create your own characters for your own stories, Patrick Scullin style. How do you come up with ideas, you guys? That's maybe the most difficult part. A lot of times you're sitting there thinking, I really want to make a story, I really want to make a character, but writer's block. I can't figure out what to do. Well, this little trick, this little technique might help you through that. So this is an example of a character story I did a while back called Pandemonium. It's a series I started. This is book one, Death of a King, and it's intended to go for two more books, which are in process at the moment. But let's talk a little bit about the development of this book, where it came from, how it started, and starts with an idea of something that I like. Generally, I look for inspiration for things. And one of my favorite cartoons as a kid was that Robin Hood version from Disney. I loved the style of the characters, the fun, silly atmosphere. All of it was fun. And that stuck with me for years. So I knew when I created this new story, Pandemonium, I wanted it to be in an animal world and have a little bit of some, silliness to it. But obviously, I can't just take the Robin Hood story and use that, even though it is kind of a mythology. And mythology is, public domain, something you can play with. So, step number one, I highly recommend looking at mythology and public domain and thinking about stories and archetypes that already exist. That will help your audience engage with your story. So, that's one half. And then I thought, well, I can't just do Robin Hood. I need to do my version. And of course, putting it in an animal world is important. But for me, I thought, how about a bear world? How about a panda bear world? Or actually, as my story develops, a world where there's only one panda. In any case, I started doing this mashup. And that's the secret, you guys, is thinking about, okay, I take this, put it together, what do I get? That's the idea. If you just try to invent something from scratch, usually you have to find some inspiration first. So in my case, I thought, let's put Robin Hood with a bear world with a little bit of pirates and see what happens. And that's where Pandemonium was born.